Well, hi and welcome to my shop this morning. So on my last video working on this radio, I changed out the power supply filter capacitors, these big ones here, and that seemed to resolve the hum in the radio for the most part anyway. Next thing I want to work on are some of the smaller capacitors. You can see these terribly ugliest capacitors I've ever seen are in this radio. Couple over here, maybe 5, 6 would look like, I don't know what they look like. They look like paper. They look like hand-built paper capacitors. What they look like. The one I want to go after is the one on the back of the volume control. So it's right down in here. It's very, just like everything, it's hard to see because everything is kind of black in this radio. But it comes from the center terminal of the volume control. Going to carry the audio on into the rest of the radio, so all the audio signal you hear goes through this capacitor, and if this capacitor is weak, so will be the audio, and such is the case with this radio, though it could be for other reasons. It doesn't necessarily mean this capacitor is the bad one. So I want to get at this one. First, let's take a look at it on the schematic. I've only got a paper copy of the schematic at the moment, so we're going to have to put up with this situation here. Okay, I get a pointer. There we are. So this is the volume control right here. And there's the slider. And this is a little different than what I imagined. I kind of thought the slider would pick off audio and fire it forward. Appears to be oh my gosh, appears to be totally over my head here. The shielded cable coming down here, the shield is grounded, big resistor, looks like it says 2 meg, I'm not sure. Audio pushed through here, any DC blocked at this point, only audio appearing here. But at the same time, there's a seems to be way too much going on with this tube. Huh. 2 RC8, I can't even read that. Well, it looks like, it's really hard to look in here, but it looks like there's 2 separate tubes happening here. Looks like an audio tube here, and then this is the diode part that's rectifying. You know what? I can't figure this out. It kind of looks like you feeding in the audio here and then varying how much is dropping on the volume control. Wow, I don't get it. I don't get this at all. At a high level, sure, but precisely what is going on here? Look at that little piece. Must be some shielded wire right there. So the grid, this is the grid here on the audio part of this tube, the grid. Is that a hop? Okay, so I assume they drew this back this way just because of drafting issues, at finding a way to draw the line down. They brought it all the way back here. It hops there. Hop, 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 all the way down to here. So, so in fact, this shown on the schematic going this way isn't really going this way. It's actually going forward to here. Okay, so that being the case, thank you, draftsperson. Maybe it would have been better drawing it out this way and up here and back in. That might have been better. That means that we should probably find the AVC being developed. Well, it's got to be developed over here where the rectifier is. Wow, okay, so it's one of these lines. So the RF is coming through this coil, this transformer, getting rectified here. The rectified output is coming down. The DC parts being, the rectified output is coming down here. It's getting out the volume control. This is blocking any DC here. And the audio continues on to the audio portion of this tube and goes out. And it amounts to the same thing. All the audio is passing through this capacitor. Now, what size is it? That looks like the size. I'm going to guess it's like 0.05. That would be typical here. I'm going to guess that's what that says. C19 0.05 MFD. That's what I think that says. Okay, so the bottom of it. Now there's an interesting diagram here of the actual wiring of the radio. This is real helpful, especially for this radio. So here's the volume control that we're looking at. Here's the center. Comes out, goes through this capacitor. There it is again. 0.05. You can pretty much read it this time. 0.05 going somewhere. That's the guy I want to get. Just that. Okay, so going up and looking at the radio now. Okay, so we'll come in on the volume control here. There's the center terminal. And there's the capacitor there. And it goes down. Going down here. Rocking the capacitor, trying to spot the bottom connection. Let's come at it right from the other side here. So that's the capacitor. Whew. Right there. Oh my gosh, it's soldered in with a lead of almost no length. Way down at the bottom here. Wait a minute, I can pull it away. Oh, that moved a lot. Way down there. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this top part away and pull it up. See if we can spot it then. in behind that thing down there, whatever that thing is. Oh boy, this is not easy. Looking straight down now from on top of the radio. It looks like I can cut the wire close to the capacitor and it'll leave a tail down there. Yeah, that's about the best view of it I've gotten yet. So how am I going to get cutters in there? That's my cutter in behind there. Okay, what about coming straight down? Straight down from above. I think I can get in there. Huh. Okay, let's pull this capacitor downwards here. Rough on everything here. Well, that's about as clear a shot as I'm going to get. Let's see if we can get the cutters in there now. Wow, how am I going to solder down into there? I can't even get the cutters down there. Well, guess what? They slid right into place here. Yeah, looks good. There it is. Let's get a good look at this. Especially if there's any writing on this thing. Wow, this really looks handmade. Never seen one like this. Looks like so much tar and stuff in there. Wow, this is the worst looking thing ever. Let's cut this thing open. Okay, scalpel. Yuck. I'm not sure what I'm getting myself into here. Now, would there be dangerous chemicals inside here? Well, you know, to some degree, well, sure. Yeah, I wouldn't want to eat this stuff. You know. But is there something really bad in here? Like, for instance, people might be worried that there's PCBs, polychlorinated biphenyls, in here. Not likely. Possible, but not likely. This has a very peculiar look to it. Look like electrical burns. Looks like I've seen this kind of thing in power cables. Thousands of volts pushing, where some tracking burns holes just like this. Hard to say. You can see how that lead is connected to something. Let's see if we can dig down further in here. I think that white piece I just picked up off my bench. Yeah. Let's go a little further in this. Nurse, number 3 scalpel, please. About to cut my finger off there. This stuff flakes off. Looks like multiple flattened layers in here. Let's see if I can kind of show that on camera here. I think that's why the shape is the way it is. It's actually not unlike this capacitor here. Only difference is it's covered in this stuff, and I think it has multiple layers on it, because this piece is connected here at this end, but it also continues down to the other end. So I'm thinking there's, you know, like any capacitor, there's an interleaving going on. Can you get that from my fingers? So I think that's how that's made. Wow, should we test this? Test it in this condition? Maybe not. But this is supposedly a 0.05. Okay. 0.05 it is. Now I gotta try to stick another one in there. Oh boy. That's where the real fun begins now. Bring back the close-up camera here. What do we got? What do we get left with? Okay, so the top part's easy. That just goes on here. It's this lower part. Oh, look at all the tape in there. Well, that's from... You know what that looks like it might be? All that tape in there. Looks like a lot of those wires go to this this control. That's not original. On off switch. Okay, so anyway, looking back down to the bottom there, where does it go? So I can see the remnants of the insulation there. Let me see if I can pull that out of there. find my pliers here. Should see the wire when I get it out. Oh, where'd it go? There we go. I think I see the wire sticking up there. Yikes, I gotta get down on that. Ay, ay, ay. Get an idea where it is. It's way down in there. Oh man. There's a green wire and the insulation is flicking off of it too, right next to it. Where's that green wire going? Wow. There's the green wire. I can't really see. Okay, using my own eyes, the green wire takes a short trip to this. There it is there. Now you can kind of see how it's done. It's a short trip to this taped splice here. Okay, so lucky it's short. If the insulation comes right off it, it'll probably still be okay. What's that? Is that another capacitor down there? What is that? No, that's the end of a resistor there. Okay, so I got to get to that wire. Oh my gosh. Really? Wow. I gotta push the soldering iron down here. Is that even possible? There's my ice cold soldering iron going in there. Let's see if I'm going this way. Well, I can get there. And I have another way in too. That's this way. Sorry, I can't really show you on camera what I'm doing. I'm blocking the light anyway. Okay, it looks doable, but barely. 0.05. Okay, 0.05. Wow. Yeah, my best bet is to solder it up high here, and then I have it where I can work on it easier. It's holy smokes. Wow. Suddenly I'm without words. That's a good thing. Man. It's going to be tough getting down to the bottom there. So I think my best solder approach is down this way with the soldering iron this way and the solder coming in this way. And then visibility, I've got to be looking kind of from this angle here. At the moment I can't see anything. Got another capacitor right here. This is the tone capacitor. I could remove it. Give me a lot better opportunity down through there. Let's do that. Let's take it out. Same kind of problem seeing the... Oh, this is just as bad, if not worse, for connecting. I think I got it. I cut something. Yeah. Okay, so that's probably the very same size. That's the tone one. It's over here. Point looks like 0.25. Let's take a look and see. What is it here? 0.35? $3.5? Really? Okay, hold still. So the one to the left of it says 0.01. That one's got to say 0.35. Well, like, you know, 0.35? I should have looked at the schematic before I cut it out. And of course there's nothing written on this. It's really, really banged up. It's really horrible. Well, I hope the manufacturer got a good deal on these when he bought them. I'm guessing the installers were not happy about this. God, that's just horrible. Hey, by far, those are the crummiest capacitors I've ever seen. Okay. So now I got a lot more clearance in there. You can see the yellow capacitor I put in quite clearly. Let's try this. Okay, I got a huge amount of excess wire down there. There's a resistor here that's kind of in the way. I'll move it out a bit. Wow. Okay, so I'll move the wire tail I left into a better position. Holy smokes. Not quite sure what I'm going to do here. Every time I close in on it, I can't see it. Really tough in there. Bear with me a moment here. The area I'm working in. Wire way down there. So I have too much wire in there. Cut off a few millimeters there. I just about broke a plastic panel in the front of the radio there just now, just by striking it with the pliers by accident. What am I going to do even if I get it? I don't even know. I'm going to work these around a little bit. Oh my gosh. Now, in your camera view, you actually the wire I'm working on is actually hidden by this one. You can barely see it there. It's not hidden. I can see I'm running out of time here. My frustration level is going up, up, up. Everywhere I look, there's something obscuring the view. Okay, stay there. All I gotta do is just hook these guys, and I can probably solder them okay. I cannot get it on camera like this. It's not happening. Just about there. So I gotta fashion the wire stub into a hook, and then try to hook the capacitor lead to it, the hook. Like a hook on a hook. Then I gotta get a soldering iron down there. Okay, so this is a game of millimeters. Hurry, doctor, the patient's blood pressure's falling. That would mean the doctor's blood pressure's going up. Got it. Okay, it's hooked. Now, I'm going to squeeze the hook. Squeeze the hook. Oh boy. I don't think I'm going to be able to. No squeezing of the hook. Maybe I can close the hook a bit. Cannot get on it. There we go. Oh, I squeezed it all right. Hey, not bad, not bad, not bad. Very close now to actually clamping it. the ideal. Go for it. You know what? I can solder that. That's good. I like it. Now let's see if I can really do that. So my plan is to come straight down with the soldering iron through all this stuff here. I'll come in this way with the solder. Hot soldering iron. Okay. Come on, do it. Okay, I'm heating something up. And now smoke is coming. Come on. I cannot really look around. Come on. I don't know. Okay. We'll try taking a close look at that. Hey, that looks pretty good. So still a little hidden out of view there. Hey. Hey, that looks pretty good. Let's just take a risk here and wiggle it a bit. Good show. Way to go, man. Way to go on that. Now we got to replace the one I cut out of here. The 0.3. 0.3. Is it really 0.3? Oh, sorry. Left you looking at the block there. Let's look again. 0.35. Well, I got a 0.25. Does that really say 0.25? Wow, it really looks like 3.5. I put a smaller one in there, it's not going to bleed off as much high. So you get less tone effect. I really should try, and 0.25, 0.35, that's a fair size difference. I gotta see if I can find something. 0.35. Really? 0.35. I don't have anything like that, do I? 0.25. I have no 0.35. Okay, I gotta think about what to do here. Whew. Okay, so I got a 0.25 capacitor I'm gonna put in. I don't have a 3.5. And, you know, maybe this won't drain enough treble, but, you know, why muffle your radio anyway? It's good to leave the tone control up high anyhow. Okay, let's see. This is going to be a lot easier than the last one, that's for sure. So I'll just shape this a little bit. That clunking you hear is me banging my head against the microphone you're listening to, by the way, in case you're hearing a clunk or a bunk. stay there for a minute. Perfect. Okay, I got that pinched down nice down there. Now at the top. Get rid of that. You know what, I'm going to solder that bottom part before it wanders away. Been a long time in my shop here today. A lot longer than the video suggests, actually. Should I admit it, what I did? Came in here and worked for 45 minutes with the wrong schematic. I've admitted it. I'm admitting it. I actually 45 minutes trying to relate the wrong schematic, the terribly wrong schematic, to this radio. I couldn't believe it. And the weird part is I almost succeeded. Consequently, I'm not posting that utter waste of time. Just can't see in there. Okay, something melted. Okay, did we get that? We? Me? Somebody? Anybody get that? Ooh, doesn't look great. Whew. Is that a cold joint or not? Quite a bit to it, so I'm going to leave it because I did manage to pinch the wires down tight onto it. So we're going to leave that one. Go here. Wrap this guy right around. There we go. Take a close look 2. Yeah, that's good. Good. Good, 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 good. Now it might be worth testing the radio at this point, but I don't think I'm going to. I've been in here way too long today. There's more big capacitors that need to be dealt with. So the most that this could have done is improve the volume because of this capacitor, improve the tonal quality, it's possible, because of this capacitor, the first one, and improve the operation of the tone control with this second one I put in. So I really haven't done too. It's not. I'm not curious about the result of these. I'm a lot more curious about the result of this big one here. And that's for another day, because I am thoroughly worn out here. There we are, 9:30. Of course, you know, that clock is 1 hour behind. It's actually 10:30. Okay. I think that's it. Hey, thanks so much for watching, and we'll just carry on with a couple more capacitors tomorrow. Then we can test this radio. See ya.